out today. We got some 3 pretty cool guns out on the table today. We're going to talk about kind of my experiences with some of them so far. We do have a couple of 1,000-round range reviews out for these guns. Then kind of what we have in store for the Fusion Firearms XP Pro in the future. And kind of talking about some of the other stuff that we have coming to the channel very shortly. So just kind of chilling, hanging out tonight, having a good time. For the AI chat bot moderators, there are no firearms sales on the channel. There's no transportation of firearms. There's no touching of firearms. There's no shooting of firearms. Everything is pointed in a safe, unloaded direction. So let's get after it. Slash 2011, what's up, man? But yeah, the EP9 by Xtar, we do have a 1,000-round range review out for this one. Pretty cool range review for the 1,000-round range review. The EP9 performed very well. This build is nothing too super crazy. We got some goon tape. We got the Frenzy optic on it. We also have a PowerTac flashlight Arisaka hand stop, which I'm also a pretty big fan of. We probably should change out the trigger on this. Haven't gotten around to that. Brianna, Scoot, welcome. Appreciate you guys being here. We also do have a 1,000-round range review for the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. Actually, the reason that this guy is on the stream tonight is because we're actually sending it off to get a little bit of work done on it, which is going to be pretty cool. The Fusion Firearms XP Pro does actually come ported from Fusion Firearms, but we are going to be adding some more ports, maybe doing some laser engraving, maybe doing some Cerakote work to the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. So if you guys have a design request, I guess, for the XP Pro, let me know down in the comments. This is a 2011 style gun that does take Glock mags. Actually shoots very well. The XP Pro also performed very well during our 1,000-round range review that we did for it on the channel. My only issue with this gun is the grip. Very skinny grip. I think when I get it back from getting ported and engraved and all that good stuff, I'm probably going to throw a little bit of that Davronov leather grip tape on the grip to beef it up, or maybe some goon tape. We will see. Rodton Guns is here. Welcome. Then the third and final gun we got out on the table today is going to be the Daria DY12. We got some, what did I add to this? Really just the paint job. We did a pretty cool rattle can job on the DY12 with some stencils from Rattler Innovations. I thought it turned out overall pretty good, so I was happy with that. So yeah, man, those are the 3 guns we got out today. Both the EP9 as well as the XP Pro do take Glock mags, which is pretty cool. I do not have a 1,000-round range review out for the DY12, but speaking of Daria, which is the company that makes the DY12, we actually have 2 other Daria guns at the FFL right now, which is very exciting. I don't know when I'm going to be able to pick them up because I have to, unfortunately, work for a living. So I don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to figure it out. We have 2 new guns from Daria coming to the channel here, hopefully this week, as long as I can go snag them. We also have a new Zastava that's also at the FFL, so we have 3 new guns literally just waiting for me to pick them up. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. Helps me out an absolute ton, and please like the stream. I think that helps me out quite a bit as well. The EP9 was a very interesting gun to range review because it actually kind of feels like it's going to suck. You pick it up out of the box, it does feel very plastic, very lightweight, very cheaply made. I'm not going to lie, it does feel a little cheap. But this gun absolutely performed. We've gone probably about 3,000 rounds through this gun at this point and have not had a single malfunction, which is awesome. And for the price point, Dino Nugget cost equivocation, it's amazing. There are no firearm sales on the channel, though. I will say that. But if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. Helps me out an absolute ton. For those of you that don't know, I actually do quite a bit of long-form content as well, in addition to the live streams and in addition to our short-form videos. In fact, there are actually 1,000-round range reviews out for the Fusion Firearms XP Pro on the Muzzle Bro channel, as well as the Xtar EP9. They do make the EP9 in 10mm and 45 ACP as well, which is pretty cool. What is that optic? This is going to be the Frenzy optic by Vector Optics, I believe is the name of it. I think it has a pretty cool look to it. It's a pretty inexpensive optic, but it did actually work pretty well. We ran it like this on the EP9. And it did a pretty good job. I did actually have our favorite pistol red dot, the Swamp Fox Kraken, on the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. For those of you who don't know, I actually really hate the Kraken red dot from Swamp Fox. Don't recommend that at all. But we did have this Mando 9035 sent me 100 schmeckles. We appreciate that. Hey guys, you're just stopping by, subscribe to the channel, and please like the stream. It helps me out a ton. But we did have the Kraken Red Dot by Swamp Fox on the Fusion Firearms XP Pro for that 1,000-round range review. The second Kraken that I got has been working so far, but I took it off because, like I said, I am actually about to blast off this gun to go get some work done, which is pretty cool. We're going to get some additional ports done because why the hell not? And hopefully some like pretty cool laser engraving, plus or minus a Cerakote. We'll see. I haven't really set on a design, but I don't want it to be too super crazy. I feel like we've been getting kind of a little wild with our Cerakotes recently, which is always fun. But I don't know. What's your opinion on Nerf gun deadlines? I have no idea what you're talking about. But I do read every comment in the stream. So if you guys are just stopping by and want to comment on the stream, I'll read your comment if it's reasonable. And then we'll talk about it. The live streams are really, just kind of a forum for us all to chit chat and hang out and, do whatever the hell we want. The DY12 obviously is a 12 deadliness. My opinion on the Nerf gun's deadliness. Well, if you add attack to the end, it'll prick you. DY12 is a 12 gauge kind of AR platform style gun. Allegedly, I actually haven't even shot this yet. Has not made it to the range, unfortunately, but we're gonna get there. Apparently there's a pretty interesting like recoil system in that to make it less snappy, I guess. Jeremy Tucker, what's up? John Crump News is here. Have you had any problems with shipping for reviews? What do you mean by that? Yeah, it's a little annoying. A lot of people say they're going to ship stuff out and then they don't. But, it's kind of the nature of the beast. I try and get tracking when I can. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. Look, I got my stickers out today. Pretty cool. Should I put a Gen 4 mount on my M1A S16? Yes, I agree. You should. That'd be pretty cool. What else is coming? So we have 2 new guns. You're a W for not being a Brain Rot Live. Well, thanks. I assume that's a compliment. Yeah, man, the 3 guns we got out today, we have the EP9 by Xtar. It does take Glock mags, and everyone loves a Glock mag PCC. We have the Fusion Firearms XP Pro, which actually takes Glock mags as well. What's the other 2011 that takes Glock mags? I think it's the Stealth Arms Platypus. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Stealth Arms Platypus does take Glock mags. But quite honestly, that's like my biggest issue with this gun is because the grip is like kind of... Bro, I've been watching for 2 minutes. How am I in second? I don't know the rules, brother. But the grip on this is kind of bad. It's very thin due to you can't really appreciate it on camera. But like when you pick up the gun, it feels like you're almost holding like a rectangular 2x4. Like it doesn't feel very good at all. So I actually really have beef with the grip. I haven't actually looked into if I could replace the grip to get some thicker grip modules on the XP Pro. I am going to look into that. I don't know if I remember. I'll probably just wrap some grip tape around it. Speaking of grip tape, what is the tape you have on the Xtar? So this is some Goon tape. This is their German Flecktarn pattern Goon tape. I thought the Xtar was kind of ugly. I thought it was not very... good. So I threw the grip tape on, doing our best. Are you racist? No, I am not. Hello, would you please show me the assault rifle? We actually have no assault rifles on the table today. The Xtar EP9, be more of a pistol caliber carbine. This guy is chambered in 9mm. The Fusion Firearms XP Pro is chambered in 9mm as well. And then the Daria DY12 is actually a 12 gauge AR style shotgun. It does take AR stock and pistol grip and does not take AR triggers because I tried. And it's kind of got like an AR-esque style handguard to it. Oh, well, is it automatic? No. What's the weirdest thing you've seen on stream said to you? There's some pretty crazy stuff. So, it's kind of hard to quantify it. Big some things. Nice. Thank you. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I really would appreciate it. Helps me out an absolute ton. And I really, I love when you guys subscribe. It helps me out. So thank you. What's new on the channel? Well, we're setting off the Fusion Firearms XP Pro to get some additional ports. You can kind of see it does have some kind of chonky ports in the front of the barrel. But we're going to add some more ports to the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. We're going to get some laser engraving work done. That's going to be pretty cool. We also have the Bond Arm Cyclops off, getting some laser engraving done. We have my Thesis 1911 off, getting gold plated. And we have a PPSH 41 that is also sent away. I feel like I'm just sending everything away to get work done. So hopefully some of that stuff is done fairly soon, because it makes me sad when I don't have my stuff. Opinion says, hey, what's up? The EP9 is arguably the most interesting 1,000-round range review I did. It actually is a pretty baller gun. Arguably one of the ugliest guns that you can buy. But there are no firearm sales on the channel. Bruce Banner, what's up? What's up, man? The EP9 is a little ugly. That's okay. It performs very well. And I guess at the end of the day, it is all about performance. I love my Xtar. Yeah, you're really not going to beat it. Super lightweight, super reliable, super affordable. Pretty crazy. How much do you think you have dropped on guns? I honestly don't even want to think about that. I can't. The EP9 runs. Yeah, dude, it absolutely does. Got one for my wife. Yeah, it's great. I really wish, that's my biggest, honestly, I feel like I would love this gun a lot more if I had a dedicated 9mm can, but I unfortunately do not have a dedicated 9mm can, because it's kind of got like a pretty cool, it's kind of hard to see, like kind of SD suppressor looking handguard. I do not have a suppressor on that right now. It's actually just kind of the factory flash hider thingy that it comes with. What rounds does it take? The EP9, this one is in 9mm. I know they make a 45, and I know they're coming out with a 10mm as well. Also, it has some kind of delay that makes it shoot really soft, and it's super light. I don't think this is the softest shooting 9mm PCC you can get. But dude, quite honestly, I don't know. I feel like a lot of PCCs are not soft shooting. No, okay, not that they're bad, but the direct blowback 9mm PCCs, I just feel like are not very light recoiling. They're very snappy. I could shoot 300 blackout, 5.56, probably even 7.62 by 39, probably better than I could shoot a 9mm direct blowback PCC. I don't know. That might not make any sense, but that's just my experience. But it's pretty baller. It works very well. The Xtar EP9. We just kind of have a PowerTac flashlight. We got an Arisaka hand stop, which I'm a big fan of. The German Flecktarn goon tape, and the Frenzy optic. RC Fanatic. Thank you for the little drink plus thing. Appreciate that. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I really would appreciate it. Hey, we also do long form content. We have 1,000-round range reviews, and we are dropping shorts like it is my job. We drop at least one short a day, typically two. Reminder, there are no firearm sales on the channel. There's no transportation of firearms, touching of firearms, or shooting of firearms on the live streams. But we do all of that stuff in my normal videos, so check that out. We got the DY12 out on the table today from Daria. This is actually the grip that it came with. It's a rubberized pistol grip, which I kind of liked. Came with a real crappy stock, so I switched it out to this Thrill stock, which is not my favorite, but it's not bad. And then I had a kind of rubber-esque vertical grip. Hey, one thing I do want to note, not that you guys probably care at all, I couldn't mount this vertical grip any further back on the gun. It's kind of actually impossible to see through the M-LOK slots, but the barrel is actually very thick, and you can't mount anything to the 6 o'clock position up until this spot on the M-LOK handguard, which is an enormous design flaw. That doesn't make any sense. I think they wanted a really slim, M-LOK rail cover, but it doesn't matter because you can't use it. I literally can't mount anything M-LOK closer than that vertical grip, which sucks. So that's my biggest complaint about the DY12 so far, terribly designed handguard. What are your thoughts about the KAG SR16? I don't know anything about that. Your Xtar looks good with the tape on it. Yeah, man. I thought it turned out pretty good. I just kind of left it in this configuration. I try and, for the guns that I do 1,000 round, that's actually a lie. I was going to say, for the guns I do 1,000 round range reviews on, I try and leave them in that configuration, but I feel like we're switching stuff up with that all the time. What's a good for one of the, depends on which piece you're talking about, but there are no firearm sales on the channel. Hey guys, like the stream. There's over 60 of you here and we only have 16 likes, so please like the stream. What got you into guns? I grew up hunting and shooting and stuff, mainly 22 and shotgun and stuff like that. But when I got my first kind of big boy job, I bought my first AR, and I just had a really fun time shooting it and, learning a new platform and, building it out. And I thought it was just awesome. I really enjoyed it. So then I just kind of continued to do it. But I grew up shooting. I've been shooting since I was 4 or 5 years old. I guess just not the kind of more quote unquote like tactical stuff. That's kind of what got me into it, and then it's kind of spiraled since then, and then we started the channel, and then we get guns all the time, so it's pretty cool. If you guys could subscribe to the channel, it would really help me out. I would really appreciate it. It's been kind of a tough week for the channel, so subscribing to the channel helps me out a ton. It's free to do. It's pretty cool. What do you think about long range shooting? I have not done much long range shooting, I will say. Not that I wouldn't be interested. I don't really have much experience with it. I think it would definitely be something fun to learn. I like long range shooting. I mean, I do like accuracy tests and stuff, but it's typically at like 100 yards. Like long range, I consider like 300 plus. Weird question. What are you using to record this? It looks very snappy. Just my iPhone. I don't know. I got like one of those little phone holders too. It should actually be pretty sturdy. Shouldn't really be snappy. Maybe it's the internet connection. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I really would appreciate it. We have the Fusion Firearms XP Pro out on the table today because we're actually getting some work done on the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. It's been kind of a while since we've had this out. We do have a 1,000-round range review live on the Muzzle Broke channel for the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. So if you're interested in that, it's up and live. Same thing with the Xtar EP9. I mean, not human. What? Like smooth. Oh yeah, it's like probably the phone holder thing. Like I'm not just holding my phone. Any thermals or night vision scopes? I had 2 night vision scopes. I actually I got rid of both of them. I don't really have any true thermal stuff. I don't really have any amazing night vision stuff. I would love a thermal. I just don't do a ton of night shooting, but that's probably because I don't have a thermal optic. Bruce Banner, I have a long range channel. Please stop by. Very cool. What is the pistol? It's going to be the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. It's a 2011. This one is ported, and it does take Glock mags. Hi, it's me again. What's up, Kale? We also have the Xtar EP9. This is also technically a pistol. Both of the EP9 and the Fusion Firearms XP Pro are chambered in 9mm. Subscribe and he will reveal his hog. Hippie Redneck, what's up, man? We also have the Daria DY12. This is a 12-gauge AR style. Fusion Firearms, question mark, yes. We have a 1,000-round range review out for this gun if you want to hear me talk about build drills, first impressions, all the stuff. The EP9, someone tell him, it's like 400 Dino Nuggets-esque. We also have some really cool Muzzle Broke stickers. Wow, look at us go. Out on the table today because I remembered that I have a buttload of stickers. And I was like, why don't I put some on the stream? I think that'd be fun. I'm going to be at SHOT Show. I'm going to try and bring some stickers to SHOT Show. Maybe I'll bring like some prizes or something to give away. If you guys see me at SHOT Show, you can stop up to me and be like, hey, Muzzle Broke, I subscribe to your channel. And I'll be like, no way, that's so cool. And here's like a sticker or something. Me and Ballerina will be at SHOT Show. So you probably won't know what I look like, but we'll be in Muzzle Broke t-shirts, I guess. Hectic, what's up, man? Also put together an Aero Precision 9mm. That'd be a good build. I don't have an Aero Precision 9mm. I have an Aero Precision 5.56. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. It helps me out a ton. And hey guys, please like the stream. Liking the stream, I think, feeds the algorithm. I don't know. I do my best. DY12 is good, question mark. I haven't really shot it substantially yet. My biggest complaint about it is the handguard. I can't mount anything closer than what that vertical foregrip is mounted due to the length of the barrel. I also really hate this barrel length. I really hate this stupid muzzle device. I don't know what this is trying to accomplish. Like, it looks kind of like a fake suppressor shroud type situation. The barrel should cut off where the handguard cuts off. Aesthetically, I don't like this gun. That's why I painted it, quite honestly. It's not, I don't know. I don't know. I probably should change the pistol grip. This is the pistol grip it came with. That's an easy enough change. I think I actually have a Thrill pistol grip on one of the guns. I have no idea which gun it's on right now, but I'll probably, I don't know, who knows. It did come with iron sights, which is pretty cool. I'll probably throw a red dot on it for the review. I don't know if you look at any other streams for all the ones or just brain rot. You're a real one. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Please subscribe to the Muscle Broke channel. That helps me out. If you enjoy my stream, we have lots of other cool content too, so check it out. What lower is on the AR9 builds? This is just the Xtar EP9. It's their specific polymer lower, in fact. Nice paint job. Thank you. Buy shotgun. Yes. I would get a straight grip because the one on it now hurts when you shoot it. It actually is rubberized, so it does actually feel pretty good in the hand. It looks really stupid. It looks like kind of that A2 grip, which I don't know why they did that, but that grip should never be on the shotgun. Both are nice. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Is that a 10 round? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This grip's okay. It looks bad, but it is rubber. I like a rubberized grip on a shotgun. I could change it to like a Dai-Frico Kung Fu grip or something, but I can't imagine that would be comfortable. I don't know. This build is not my favorite. Yeah, I don't know. I spray painted it. I like the spray paint job. So I think that's the coolest thing about this gun. It was just kind of that black color, which is fine, but I don't know. I wanted to spice it up a little bit. Cody says, hey, I want the short barrel version of the DY12. Yeah, I would definitely recommend the short barrel version, not like this monstrosity. Courtney White, what's up? Welcome back. Is that a real gun? Yeah, we have 3 real guns out on the table today. The EP9 by Xtar, the Fusion Firearms XP Pro, and the DY12 shotgun from Daria. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out an absolute ton. Ian Carr, how dare you ignore me? What did I ignore? I didn't see your comment anywhere, brother. So yeah, man, subscribe to the channel. It's free to do. It helps out a ton. We have lots of long-form 1,000-round range reviews out on the Muzzle Broke channel, so go check those out. We have lots of shorts. We have shorts that come out every single day. I really appreciate when you guys are nice to me in the comments. I'm getting flamed right now on a short that I did about an AR-10. I don't know. Anyways, where are you at? Firing range? I am actually at the Muzzle Broke studio headquarters, live from Insano Land. The AR-9 is going to be the EP9 by Xtar. It is not that many dino nuggets, which is cool. Very lightweight. It feels a little plasticky because it is mainly polymer, but it's very lightweight and very reliable. This thing has not had a single malfunction the entirety of the world. I've never had a problem with it, which is crazy to me. I think we're well 3,000 rounds plus through the EP9 and no issues at all. Have you ever tried the G-Force Jawbone? No, I have not. I have no idea what that is, but now you're making me want to look it up. The Fusion Firearms XP Pro is a 2011 style gun that does take Glock mags. I think this gun has a pretty good aesthetic for it. I think it looks pretty clean. I like the ported barrel. The trigger's actually pretty good too. I do wish I could get they just came out with like a fake staccato XC with that big island comp. They're not sending me that one, so that irritates me a little bit. But, you know, whatever. We're sending this off, actually, to get some more ports done and some laser engraving, so that'll be pretty cool. There's something else I was going to mention. Oh, yeah, the grip on this sucks. It's really hard to tell, but it's super, super thin. This gun does take Glock mags, which is a plus, but the grip blows. What's the AR chambered in? We got the DY12 is a 12-gauge AR, and then the EP9 is kind of a 9mm style AR. Looks like it's about a K. This one, yes. This one, no. No one has ever had a problem with that gun. They just run and run. The EP9. Yep. Are you going to do any firing of these guns today? There's no shooting of guns on YouTube Live. Have you tried the Fusion Firearms XF, the Glock clone with aluminum frames? Yeah, I have that one too. It has some pretty big ports on it. I'm not the biggest fan of the grip angle, and I actually don't really like the trigger on it. It's actually got a really good trigger, but I don't know. For some reason, my finger isn't sitting on the correct spot of the trigger to actuate the trigger safety. Super weird, nuancy thing. And if I'm really focused, all right, obviously, if I'm focusing on it, I'm going to be able to, pull the trigger. But just like when I'm doing quick draw, like, draw from holster stuff with the XF Pro by Fusion Firearms, my finger just doesn't want to sit on that trigger safety. And you have to, I don't know, the trigger safety is like a little bit difficult to actuate. So just my experience. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. It helps me out an absolute ton, and I really would appreciate it. What's your preference? Oh, it's RS11. EP9, yeah, the EP9 by Xtar, man. What's your preference, irons or red dots? Ideally both. I'm doing a terrible job at displaying this today. But typically I would run a dot with irons that like co-witness or 1/3 co-witness. Is that a jawbone? No, I do not have that. I feel the same about the trigger. I have the exact same problem. Okay, Wyatt. I'm glad that someone else had that problem. I thought I was just sucking. I was like, why is my finger not? I think you should be able to change out the trigger on that because it should just be a Glock 19 trigger, right? The trigger is really crisp. It's got a really light. We should actually just go to the gun room and I should show you. It's got a really good trigger pull on it, but if I'm moving too fast, I actually don't pull the trigger, which is crazy. Anyways, Wyatt, I'm glad you're having that problem. Are super safeties going to be around a while, you think? I mean, they're already out. So yeah, I don't see anyone giving them up. Are they going to be regulated by the ATF in the near future? I'd be surprised if they weren't. But because of the whole rare breeds thing and they won that lawsuit, I don't know. Maybe not. Is that 6.5 in EP9? So 9mm, the EP9, nothing in 6.5 Creedmoor today. It's almost my birthday. Well, happy almost birthday. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. It helps me out an absolute ton. And please like the stream. There are 80 of you here. We only have 27 likes. So please like the stream. Super easy to do, and you'd be helping out a pretty chill dude. I think he means inches. Oh. Yeah, that would make sense. Sorry, I'm a little slow sometimes. Yeah, I think a 6.5-inch barrel on the EP9. Half by 28 threaded just does take regular suppressors, so pretty cool. Me and Wyatt, we're talking about the XF Pro trigger issues. Yes, I think you should be able to swap it out, but I don't know yet. I'm going to try it out because I enjoy the pistol, but hate that trigger. Yeah, dude, let me know. I'm very curious because I also really hate that trigger. I have the EP9, loving it. Dude, the EP9 it feels like crap. It's very inexpensive. It's very cheaply made, but it runs, and it runs like absolute diesel. Kyler Cannon has the EP45. Well, how's your experiences been with that? I really would like this in 10 mil. I think the 45 one would be really cool too. But super solid guns from Xtar. It's crazy how reliable they are. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. Please like the stream, gang. What's the wall like on the XP? So this is the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. It's a 2011 that does take standard Glock mags, which is pretty cool. Ported barrel, pretty good trigger on it. It's not a bad trigger. It's pretty good, pretty crisp. The one thing I hate about this is the grip. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but the grip is pretty thin. Someone says we're lame, so they can go away. But that's okay. You're allowed your opinion. I don't really care what you think of me, quite honestly. But if you do like the channel, if you like the live stream, you should subscribe to the channel. You should like the stream. Helps me out a ton. We got really cool stickers. I will be at SHOT Show this year. So if anyone sees me running around in a Muzzle Broke t-shirt, it will have literally this exact logo on it. Come up to me and say, hey, be like, yo, I saw you on the live stream. I watched your channel a little bit. Maybe I'll give you a free goodie or something. I put a Rise trigger in the Xtar, and it helped a lot. Yeah, I should do that. And funny enough, I have, what's the trigger I have? A Steel City trigger. Like and subscribe and hit the notifications. Yes, please. There's only like 13 people out of my 33,000 subscribers that actually get notified, but that's okay. I have a 12-gauge semi-auto, but it looks like an AR-15 in black and bulky. Yeah, this one was black eye rattle candor. This is just spray paint and stencils from Rattler Innovations. I think it turned out pretty good. It actually looks better on camera than it does in person. In person, there's quite a bit of like areas where I kind of jacked up the spray paint, but you know, it's always fun. This is one of the first rifles I've ever painted, so I think it turned out pretty good. We spray painted the high point. I spray painted a Recover tactical chassis as kind of like my prototype project, and that one actually turned out pretty cool too. So yeah, man, definitely the Rattle can is a vibe. If I had the stencils when I got the EP9, I probably would have spray painted the EP9, which I guess we still could. But the German Flecktarn Goon tape on the EP9 is an absolute vibe, so I kind of like it. This is kind of the configuration of the EP9 that we had it in for the 1,000 round range review, so I'll probably keep it just like how she is. I would really love to get a suppressor for the EP9. I've talked to the Tuna Can guys a few times. Apparently I'm like on their list to get a suppressor, but they're never sending me one, so I guess I don't really care at the end of the day. The Fusion Firearms XP Pro, we are sending this off to get some laser work done. We're going to get, this does have a ported barrel in it. It's kind of hard to see. But we're adding more ports to the Fusion Firearms and hopefully some engraving, maybe a Cerakote job. We'll see. Where did you get the camouflage tape at? This is just the Goon tape German Flecktarn is the name of the tape. I need to spray paint my AR-15, 7.62x39. I love 7.62x39, but that is an AK caliber, brother. Just the AR mags that are 7.62 look really stupid. Not that it's bad. I'm a huge fan of the 7.62x39 cartridge. I think it's a great round. Zyro, what's up, man? Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. It helps me out an absolute ton. We really love it and appreciate it when you guys subscribe. It helps propagate the channel and it gives me the warm fuzzies. I've been getting flamed a lot in the comments recently, so, you know, it's okay. I know, but I don't have an AK. Well, you should get one, brother. You guys should also check out the most recent, check out the most recent 1,000 round range review we did here on the Muzzle Broke channel. It's going to be a Romanian parts kit build AK with the dong and the bayonet, battle-worn finish. Pretty awesome. I am very, very slowly working on editing the Krebs Customs M23 1,000 round range review. So that'll be out on the channel in the, near future. Anyone own a 5.7 thinking about purchase? Got one or wanting some genuine real life experience? I enjoy it. Kush Vader says, today I don't approve. I'll try tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. Different strokes for different folks, man. That's okay. We just kind of have usually some guns I'm working with or some guns that I'm filming some content with. I'm just kind of doing my thing. Today we have the XP Pro because I had to rip the red dot off because we are sending her out to get some work done. So pretty cool. We kind of paired that with the Daria DY12 because we actually have two other guns from Daria at the FFL right now that I got to go pick up somehow. But I have this stupid job. And then the Xtar EP9. Kind of one of the first 1,000 round range reviews we did on the Muzzle Broke channel, but a very reliable gun. It's crazy. I feel like the EP9 has like a pretty cool cult following. I did not think this gun was going to be any good at all. To be quite honest, like my first impressions of this were kind of bad. It's very lightweight. It's very plasticky. I remember I was talking to, I actually am personal friends with First Shot Tactical before all the channels. And I was like, bro, I got this like Kroger brand AR9. It's going to suck. Like it literally feels like the Dollar Tree, like 9. And it absolutely blew me out of the water, performed very, very well. The Xtar EP9. What you think about the Mac 9 2011? Dude, I love those. I think they're inexpensive. I think they work pretty well. I would love to get the fake Staccato XC. That would really do it for me. Fusion Firearms has like a fake Staccato XC now, but I don't have it. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. And hey guys, please like the stream. It helps me out an absolute ton, and I really do appreciate it. The three guns we got out today are the EP9 by Xtar, 9mm PCC that does take our Glock mags. The Fusion Firearms XP Pro, a 2011, that also takes Glock mags, and then a 12-gauge shotgun. This is going to be the DY12 from Daria with a custom Rattle can job. How does it compare to the UMP? Better. More reliable. I like my 9mm better. Nice guns. Thank you. Do you have a section for pistols? I have billions, not billions, but I have a lot of pistols on the channel. I think we, honestly do a pretty good spread of like different types of guns for content and for 1,000 round range reviews. We do some shotguns, we do a lot of pistols, we do a lot of PCCs, we do ARs, we do AKs. I try and do a little bit of everything. Not only does it keep it exciting for you, but quite honestly, it keeps it exciting for me. I think next time when we go to the range to film 1,000-round range reviews, I think we're going to do an AR super safety. We're going to do the Baker Rifle MFG AR-15 with a super safety. We're going to do one of these pistols from Daria that I got. And then we're also probably going to do, I don't know. We could do the XF Pro by Fusion Firearms. I don't really want to do that, though. It's kind of like dumb. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, how was that P226 Zev treating you? Good, man. I actually just switched the grips out on it the other day. I had some like red grips, but now I have black grips on it. 226 Zev is cool. I got that gun before the channel. It's fun. Definitely not worth the MSRP, but it is what it is. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. It helps me out a ton, man. It's Monday. I'm struggling to get through the week, so your subscribe would help me out quite a bit. Check out the Muzzle Broke stickers. I forgot we have these. Pretty cool. Do you have any extended clips? No. What recoil spring do you use? Do you still run the comp? I absolutely still run the comp. The comp, honestly, is the whole reason I bought the gun. I think that gun in combination with the compensator just looked incredibly badass. As far as recoil springs, I am running the lightest recoil spring. I think it's a 9-pound recoil spring from Wolf. Was the lightest recoil spring I could find. You could get away with running the 10-pounders or the 11-pound, but it won't go for very long. So when I'm going to the range, I'm typically dumping hundreds and hundreds of rounds, especially 9mm is pretty inexpensive to do that with. So for the Xtar EP9 Zev with that Armory Craft big ridiculous comp, you have to run a really light recoil spring or it's going to jam up on you. And that is my spiel about recoil springs. How do you feel about Stoeger's Striker Fire pistols? I actually have never shot one. I typically don't like to talk too much about stuff that I've never had some hands-on experience with. But between all the like gun shows and range trips and all that stuff and all my buddies' guns, I've pretty much got my hands on just about everything, but that is one that I have not. So sorry about that. Hey guys, if you could subscribe to the channel and like the stream, it helps me out an absolute ton. Earned my sub. Couldn't tell you how much I appreciate it. Well, good, man. I will warn you, the Wolf springs are kind of shitty. I got 3 of them, and like 2 of them like didn't work. Like they would like crunch up in the gun. I don't know. It is what it is. Like and subscribe to see more. Yeah, I agree. Own any Glocks? Yeah, like way too many. I think we have, off the top of my head, 4 Glock 17s, maybe 5 Glock 17s. I subbed. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. It means an absolute ton to me when you guys do subscribe to the channel, so I am actually incredibly appreciative. So thank you, boys. Yo, we got the Daria DY12 12-gauge AR style shotgun. Let me know what I should add to this build. I'm not at all happy with this build. I changed out the stock, I changed out the grip, I obviously did a camo job, but I think it's still very ugly. So I'm trying to do things to make it less disgusting. We also have the Fusion Firearms XP Pro, a 2011 that takes Glock mags. Trigger's good, ports are good, shoots good, grip sucks. And then we have the EP9 by Xtar. 9mm Glock mag compatible PCC with the world's stupidest looking pistol brace. Some German Flecktarn goon tape. We are running an Arisaka hand stop. A little flashlight on this bad boy. Is that a silencer? No. So this actually is the muzzle device that came with the EP9. It's actually kind of just like a little flash hider situation, but it does kind of have like an SD suppressor look. So actually in the range review for the EP9, I did have a 9mm can that we used that actually kind of screwed into the handguard. So it's very cool. Way too much recoil for a 9mm PCC. I don't disagree. We were talking about that earlier. For a 9mm PCC, it's not going to have a ton of recoil, right? Like in, I don't know, in comparing all things. But yeah, just a direct blowback 9mm PCC is not the smoothest. Show the Glocks. The Glocks are in the gun room. If someone donates to the channel, we go to the gun room. But hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out an absolute ton. We got plenty of awesome content. We do live streams, we do lots of YouTube shorts, and we do lots of long-form videos too. We do lots of 1,000-round range reviews, so it's pretty cool. That shit is hot. Thanks, dog. On the 12 gauge. What about the 12 gauge? Sorry. Is it suppressed on the 12 gauge? Sorry. No. This is actually just a really stupid barrel shroud. I was actually complaining about it a little bit earlier. I hate the way it looks. I also really hate this handguard. It's an M-lock handguard, but due to the thickness of the shotgun barrel, you actually can't use it like as a handguard. Like I need to mount that vertical grip closer to the gun, like closer to the mag, and I can't. And it drives me nuts. I have really short arms, so I have to like really shorten the stock to be able to grab the vertical grip, and it really pisses me off. So, you know, direct blowback isn't it. I agree. Victor just got here. Is that an MP5? No, it's going to be the EP9 by Xtar. Not the MP5, but it's pretty cool. It's very reliable. It worked very well. We have a 1,000 round range review out for it on the channel. If you could have any 9mm PCC, what would it be? The KP9 by KUSA, because they don't make them anymore. Very sad. I would like an MP5K. I would like an MP5K. I would like the KP9. I would like a Vector in 9mm. Gen 6 Glocks looking kind of sexy. What do you think about the Gen 6 Glocks? I think they look very good. Caden King 1711 donated to the channel. So now we are going to head to the gun room. So everyone say thanks to Mr. Caden King. So here we go to the gun room. Loved by B&T. The GM-H9 is a classic. What's your favorite gun? Well, we will talk about it in the gun room. So here, give me 2 seconds and we'll walk to the gun room, gang. And everyone thank Caden for donating to the channel. Let me make sure I don't have any like doxing information. All right. Welcome to the Muzzlebroke gun room. It's not in like camera ready order because we are messing with some grenade launcher stuff today. For those of you who don't know, I got a 37mm grenade launcher, which is pretty sweet. And I'm kind of trying to decide if I'm going to put it on the AR or the AK. So yeah, we were talking about 9mm PCCs. We got this is the BC9 Bear Creek Arsenal 9mm, but it's actually pretty cool. I kind of liked this build. I thought that build turned out really cool. There's the 6-hour 2T6 Zev. We were talking about that earlier today. My favorite gun is probably this one right here, the Rifle Dynamics Quick Hatch. I like that quite a bit. The gun wall, there's some Glocks. So there's a Glock 17 Gen 3. Here's also a Glock 17 Gen 3 with the 16-inch barrel. If I swing around, there's the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. There's another Glock 17. We have the KUSA Comrade. Pretty cool. Holy shit, he says. Well, thank you for donating. I'm trying to get right in these comments here. AK. Yeah, man, we have a whole wall of AKs. And we actually have one more AK we're going to add to the AK wall in the very near future. The gun with the pink spray painted mag. This is the Krebs Customs M23. That's going to be the next 1,000 round range review we drop. I'm working on filming it right now. Hold on. What is the gun next to the red one? There's lots of red guns. Does the skin cost a lot for the guns? What are the AKs chambered in? 5.56, 7.62 by 39. The M91 is in 7.62 by 54R. You young folks who let Picasso paint that AK. Yeah, this is I don't know, man. You don't like the Cerakoted AK? I think it turned out pretty good. It's actually Cerakote, not spray paint. HK MP5. I don't have an MP5, unfortunately. Evening the corner. I don't know. Why is no one talking about the unreleased Glock AR? Because no one cares about another AR. Sorry. It's probably mean of me. SVD says the Zastava M91, arguably one of the coolest guns I have in the collection. I do a 1,000 round range review out on the M91. That's more your thing. 2011s. Yeah, so we got the Jacob Gray TWC Hex right there. We have a custom ported Springfield Prodigy that I actually really love. Beautiful. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzlebroke channel. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. And then you get content featuring all these awesome guns. This is the MD63, the Romanian parts kit AK that we have the 1,000 round range review out for. So check that out. Oh, I've been wanting one of those Jacob Grays. Yeah, man, it's cool. Probably not worth the, price point, but whatever. What slide does that 17 have? I don't know. There's like 18 Glock 17s. A lot of penetrators in that room. Yes. Whoops. You got an HK USP Compact 45? Nope. That's a classic AK. Yeah, dude, it's pretty sick. The Gun Geek 7063 slaps. I want to say this is a 1963. What gun have you put the most rounds through? My Glock 17 Gen 3. Obviously, like, not with the 16-inch barrel, but just this is like one of my first pistols, just Glock 17 Gen 3. And I typically do take it out like every time I go to the range and just put buttloads of rounds through it. A lot of rounds through the Springfield Prodigy as well. A lot of rounds through the Quick Hatch, the Rifle Dynamics Quick Hatch slaps. Man, what a beautiful display. Thank you. Hey, guys, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. Helps me out an absolute ton. And thank Miss Caden, sorry, I don't know, words. Thank Miss Caden King, I said it again, Mr. Caden King, for donating to the channel because we got to take a trip to the gun room. Funny enough, even though we're in the gun room, there's like actually a lot more guns that you guys haven't seen. So thanks, Caden. And let's rock back to our regularly scheduled program before I dox myself in the mirror or something. Yeah. Amazing guns. I've definitely subscribed. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. On today's live stream, we're kind of focusing on these bad boys. The DY12 from Daria, a 12-gauge AR. The Fusion Firearms XP Pro. And the EP9 by Xtar. Robbie V sent a gift. Thank you. Marshmallow High. For PDO, what does PDO stand for? Personal defense option? Alien or CZ Shadow 2? I have a CZ75 SP01 Accu Shadow that I absolutely love. I have not shot the Alien. I don't think I will ever have that gun. It's just the cost point is retarded. A Twin Gen 22 is new to the channel. Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you being here. On the Muzzle Bro channel, we do lots of live streams. We do lots of shorts. We do lots of 1,000-round range reviews. A little bit of everything here on the channel. We do pistols, shotguns, PCCs, ARs, a lot of AKs. I don't want to say I have an AK channel, but I definitely do love my AKs. Loving the DY12 thing. Dude, it's super easy to do this paint job. I'm not incredibly artistic, but doing the paint job, I literally did it in the garage, like in an hour or two. It was really easy to do. I just got some stencils from Rattler Innovations. Yeah. New to the channel, I already read that. Do you have a 6.5 Creedmoor? I do not, unfortunately. Colton says, damn. As I sit here waiting for my LR308 lower to finish printing. Yeah, very cool. Bud Morgan, Carbine are awesome. Yeah, man. We have some pretty cool stuff out on the channel. We're very fortunate to kind of get some new stuff in all the time. I actually have like 3 or 4 guns sitting at the FFL right now that I need to go pick up. But I don't know when I'm going to have time because work is pretty lame. But that's okay. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. Look at my stickers. Pretty cool. Branded. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out a ton when you guys subscribe. What is the camo wrap on the sub? So this is just some goon tape. This is their German Flecktarn pattern. The EP9 is a pretty ugly gun, so I wanted to kind of try and unuglify it the best I can. Bro, the AR-12, Buddy has... Bro, AR-12 is awesome. Buddy has a Sega-12 clay shooting with it. Feels like a hack. Could just be the choke. Dude, I agree. I love the AK sights, especially in a shotgun. Man, me neither. I think that might be the next gun I get. I like ARs. I love AKs. Simple and reliable. I agree. Obviously like everything. Everything's fun. It's always fun to get different stuff into the channel. It's fun to work with a little bit of everything, but I do really love my AKs. The most recent 1,000-round range review we dropped was that MD63, that kind of Romanian parts kit, old school looking AK with bayonet. Super awesome, very reliable. No complaints. Pretty cool 1,000-round range review. We did a lot of fun stuff, so check that out. The Krebs Customs M23 is going to be the next 1,000-round range review we drop at the channel. I have it all filmed. I'm working through editing, but the problem is I go to, I don't know. There's only a limited amount of time in the day, right? And I got to go to the gym, and I got to work, and I got to hang out with my girlfriend, and I got to come home. And then it's like, when I come home, do I want to film? Do I want to edit? Do I want to live stream? Do I want to play Call of Duty? Do I want to drink? You know, it's tough. It's tough to be me. Today, the 3 guns we got out of the EP9 by Xtar. This guy does take Glock mags, which I didn't love at first. I've never really understood the fetish of the PCC taking Glock mags. Why? Glock mags really suck to load, especially these sticks. The Glock mag sticks really blow to load. I did a kind of a range review for the Duality Arms FRT trigger in the Chris Vector. And the worst part of that review, aside from the FRT not working at all, was loading the mags. Drinking overall. Yeah, I didn't drink today, so exciting. What's your favorite gun in COD 7? The Dravik 45 slaps. Who's blowing a load? I shot my first buck. Oh, congratulations. Dear Santa, so I need this. The Glock mag PCC thing is more about the ubiquity of Glock mags. If you could define ubiquity for me, I would really appreciate that. I would also really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. It helps me out a ton. It means a lot to me when you subscribe, so please do that. And please like the stream. Have you tried using an FRT in any pistols? I haven't. You know, I've seen some good stuff for the Glock FRT, but I heard it eats up the internals. I don't know. Dude, every time I mess with an FRT, here's my typical FRT experience. I'll sum it up to you in like 2 sentences. I get the FRT. I spend thousands of I spend a ton of man hours installing it. I take it to the range. It doesn't fucking work. Then I take it home and I uninstall it. I reinstall it. I fuck with it. I spend more time with it. I take it back to the range and it doesn't fucking work. That's almost my experience every single time with any FRT. The super safeties I have had good experiences with, but the FRTs I have not had good experience. And maybe it's me. Maybe I'm being a bonehead. My Duality Arms Vector FRT didn't really work well. I've even struggled with the Rare Breeds one. Anytime I do any binary stuff, it all just kind of sucks. So maybe that's me getting unlucky. I don't know, man. Damn, COD 7. I really am getting old. When did that happen? It actually just came out. We need the right to bear arms in the UK. Good luck, Anubis. They're really unreliable. We're talking about FRTs. Really unreliable on pistols. Messed up a lot of good Glocks trying them out. Yeah, see, I just don't want to do that. Bro, you need a backyard shooting range. Hopefully, at my next location. Glock mags are everywhere and easy to get your hands on. There are a lot of people who own Glocks, so they already have the mags. Yeah, it's fair, but they suck to load. I'd rather have the, my favorite PCC mag is actually the CZ Scorpion mag. I got rid of it, but I had an AKV, and I really enjoyed loading those mags. Does that pistol conversion have a pop-off stock? So, it's not a pistol conversion. This is how the EP9 comes. But yeah, I don't really understand the stock situation, because this is not an AR buffer tube. It looks like it, but it's not. So you're correct. I could take this, I could grab that fin and just rip it off the gun. I would like to set this up with an AR buffer tube, but I don't know how, and I haven't looked into it, and I'm lazy. I tried to put an FRT in my AK last year, and it was so bad. Bent the bolt and made it all floppy. Yeah, I have an AK FRT. I have multiple AK FRTs, actually. That one kind of works okay. Hope you had a great night, brother. Right on for the good vibes. Appreciate you, Caden King. Please subscribe so we can, chit-chat again. Wanting to build Ruger with dead air cans. Thoughts? I like Rugers. I think dead air's okay. I have a dead air Wolverine that I don't like. My husband's a Marine, and one of his favorite guns is Smith & Wesson M&P. Very cool channel. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel and tell your husband to subscribe as well. Anyone who's watching the stream should definitely subscribe to the channel. It helps me out. Subs and notifications on. Caden King, you're the GOAT. What else do we have to talk about today? Today is Monday, unfortunately, so there's many more days in the week left to complete. I'm really pumped because we have a pretty cool AK build coming to the channel, and you guys know I like my AKs. We are going to have a Zastava M85. For those of you that don't know, it's kind of the Krinkov-esque style AK. And I also have a JMac Customs. JMac Customs? JC. Yeah, JMac Customs has sent me all of their upgrades for the M85. So that's going to be really cool to kind of build that out. What about the pistol? It's going to be the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. It is a 2011 that takes Glock mags. We're actually sending it off to get some work done tomorrow, and that's why it's on the stream today, because you won't see it like this ever again. So enjoy it. He also likes 1911, and we both subscribed. Nice. I appreciate that. I actually have one old school 1911, but it is also off getting work done. Dude, I have so many guns that are off, like, not in my possession. It's starting to drive me absolutely batshit. I have the TSIS 1911 getting gold-plated. I have the PPSH 41 getting built. I have the Bond Arms Derringer getting laser engraved, and then I'm going to have this off, too. Got new neighbors. Got a new barn. Haven't been shooting in the backyard. Respect is a door that swings both ways. That's very nice of you. Very kind, very thoughtful. Gold plated. So they claim. They've had my gun for like 6 months, and they probably just like peeing on it, or so. I have no idea what's happening. Today we have the Daria DY12 out on the stream, along with the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. We also have the EP9 by Xtar. It's pretty cool stuff. Oh, boy. Yeah, we had a trip to the gun room on this stream. That was pretty cool. The gold plating is going to make it function. Zyro, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm probably never going to shoot it. I'm probably going to have it sit on the wall and make some content with it, and I don't know. It's probably not worth my time to shoot once it's gold plated, quite honestly, because it didn't work before. It's probably not going to work after. Funny enough, we did send the TSIS back to TSIS, and they allegedly fixed it. There was like a list of shit that they did to it. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I actually made a video of the list of things that TSIS did to that gun to make it like function. I don't even remember, but they like shaved this and polished that and shaved this down and tuned this. Like there was like a lot that they did to it. Like it wasn't just like, oh, we like polished the feed ramp. Like it was like a list of shit. So there was probably good reason why that wasn't working. Funny enough, I still have like all of the footage of me trying to do that range review. I really should spend some time editing that together, but unfortunately, I'm always editing, and there's never enough time in the day. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I really would appreciate it. Helps me out an absolute ton. They should have taken the gun and swapped all the parts and then sent it back to you. They just should have sent me a new gun. Dude, like, whatever. It's cool. I watched this 3D gun competition one time, and this gun never misfired or exploded. It was a 3D printed gun. It ran good. Yeah, that is exactly why I love AKs. They are so simple. Yeah, dude, it makes it easy. Running AKs it's always a good time. That blew my mind. Yeah, man. I mean, the Xtar EP9 is like all polymer. It's not 3D printed, but like the 3D prints, like, I mean, basically all a Glock is a 3D printed frame. So, I don't know. What else is going to be new to the channel? Yeah, lots of new guns coming, lots of really cool content. I just have to do it. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I really would appreciate it. I love AKs. Well, then this is the place for you, brother. I've never understood how 3D printing works, but that's awesome. It's basically just like, molding. Is my audio back? Sorry, I got a phone call. And then whenever I get a phone call, like the audio, I forgot to, good. All right, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I don't understand that. Whenever I get a phone call on the live stream, it like mutes. It's really annoying. And then typically like all my views nosedive and then like it dies. It's kind of sad. Yep, it's back. All right, cool. Sorry about that. I need to do a better job of putting my phone on DND when I'm doing a live stream. But I feel like I'm going to be like, I don't know, what if the girlfriend needs something and I'm just like derping around on a live, I don't know. It is what it is. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this live stream. we typically try and live stream every night. We have shorts dropping every single day. We have 1,000-round range reviews on the channel all the time. Go check out the most recent 1,000-round range review. It's for the MD63, a Romanian parts kit AK. It's pretty awesome. Enjoy the last looks of the Fusion Firearms XP Pro because it's getting sent off tomorrow to get some work done. Do you and Ballerina live together? We did a live stream the other night. We were both pretty drunk, so that was fun. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys. I really